What it do, man? Welcome to another episode of For the Love of the Game. This is my first official video of the new year. I dropped the intro. That don't really count. This is the first real one. And of course, since it's the new year, it's January 1st. Top 10 players of the next decade. No particular order here. So, there's no order here. But these are the guys who, if you look now, you look at their age, in the next decade, the next 10 years, let me see, the oldest guy on here is 25. He'll be 35. That's where Bron is currently right now. Now, everybody ain't Bron. Everybody gonna be playing like Bron is at the age of 35. But I'm just saying, you feel me? They will be around that age, all in the 30s. Close to it. Top 10 players of the next decade in no particular order. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo. Say that 4 times. Anyway, Giannis is 24 right now, man. If you're keeping up with basketball, if you're, intrigued into basketball, you see he's been actually really solid the last 4 years. But he's picked it up really last year, winning the MVP. Should have went to James Harden, but won the MVP last year. And then this year, on pace to maybe repeat. He has better numbers, stretching the floor even a little better than he did last year. Not a little, a lot better. I think I seen some last year. He had like 52 threes, I think, and he's eclipsed that mark this year already, and he still has like 39 more games or something like that. So huge improvement from Giannis right there. Also, once again, Milwaukee in first place in the East. Over there, everybody wants to see them versus Philly. Toronto, probably won't be there again. But that's the only thing about Giannis. He's a great player. He's definitely up there in the top players of the decade. The only thing we need to see with him and his team is how can they respond when there's a wall put around him. On Christmas, we seen him kind of struggle against a bigger, just as tall Joel Embiid. I think Giannis was literally like 9 for 27. A bad day, but that doesn't happen often. But in the playoffs, when everybody's bringing out the wall, people seen it work before, they're gonna mimic it. Giannis needs to figure out a way to be a better playmaker or a better shot maker to elevate his team so he can get one of these. It's supposed to be a ring right here. It's supposed to be a ring, but I ain't got one. But one of these. So that's first. Second, no particular order though. This is the way I just have them here. Second, Luka Doncic, man. Not Dallas native, but plays for the Mavericks. I'm in the Dallas area. I gotta be a fan of the young kid. I honestly have to. He really came on strong last year. Came on strong at the beginning. It's an 82 game season, so of course he kind of hit a slump. Trey picked up at the end. There was debate about rookie of the year, debate. They're both having their own respective careers. But Luka came back this year, and now, he's not missing a beat. Big triple-double numbers. Huge numbers in points. He's a great guard, rebounder, and he's 20 years old, man. All these guys are under or are 25 and under on here. He's second to the youngest. There's one person on this list who's younger than him, but he's 20 years old, man. To put that in retrospect, me and Luka are the same age. He's been playing professional ball since he was 13, so he got to the NBA. And it was just as easy. He said it was even harder over there. Just a disrespect to the National Basketball Association. Luka, I want you to know that. Shout out, Luka. You're a dog. Keep doing what you do. Hopefully, Dallas in these upcoming years can put some pieces together and get him a run. Because everybody know Dirk, he was able to get that one great run. But other than that, he really wasn't able to do that. And they don't want to have another guy come through, be a superstar, and not get any hardware for it, man. There's that. Next, my man Devin Booker. I always take it back when I talk about Devin Booker, man. Take this as a story, y'all. Always believe in yourself. I say trust your dope. That's what you got to do. That's what Larry June says. But you got to trust that you are a dope. You have to trust that you are a great individual. Because people who know, Devin Booker went to Kentucky. That's when Kentucky had those 10 players, and they used to sub in 5s. Devin Booker did not start. So it's unheard of for someone to kind of declare goes to draft after being a freshman and not starting. He played big minutes. He hit big shots. He did a lot of good things, but he did not start. So therefore, he didn't get all the production that he could have if he would have waited a year, maybe been starting the next year. He came out, he was a top 10 draft pick, and then on top of that has had a good career for himself, not wins and losses because he plays for the Phoenix Suns, arguably the worst team every year. Okay, this year, really, they're building some pieces. This may be a stepping stone for some more upcoming years. But Devin Booker, man, he is the real deal. And I say that, and like I was saying, my story is just, he trusted himself. He came out, he knew what he could do. He got picked at a high rate, and he is a professional scorer. He can put the ball in the basket at an extremely high level. I think he went for 60 last year, right? And D-Book is 22, man. So D-Book comes in. Next, my man J-Tay, man, Jason Tatum. I give Jason Tatum a lot of mess until this year because he had never cracked 30. Jason Tatum's a great player. He's on my list. I was just so stuck. He had that one good year. I mean, not the one good year, but, you know, of course, when they made their run, when they lost to LeBron and them. But I feel like that year put him on the map. But I think you got to keep improving and improving and improving. And then Kyrie came back the next year. He kind of fell off. He had a smaller role. This year, him, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown did not make my list. I wanted him to make my list. He didn't. But him and Jaylen Brown are really coming into their game, really coming into themselves, being young. He's 21, man. You know, so you got to let him grow. And now he's having like 39. He's having like 28 consistently. Being one of those guys you can get a ball to on the elbow. You know, he trying to be a little Paul Pierce. I see it, you know. So Jason Tatum definitely cracked the list. I got love for Jason Tatum, man. Just keep doing what you do, man. Just keep balling. Just keep working on your craft if you watch this video. Next, my man D-Lo. DeAngelo Russell from LA, bounced around. Now, I mean, not now. Was with the Nets. I thought he found a home, man. I really did. And this is one thing I want to say. He's with the Warriors now. And I hope there are some talk that the Warriors are just trying to, you know, get him and then next year get a big star. I kind of don't want that to happen for my man D-Lo because I kind of hate when the NBA turns into a business, as in D-Lo found himself a home with Brooklyn. He played great. They had great chemistry. A lot of young guys around him, high energy guys who can really put the ball in the basket. And then they had to trade him away because they wanted Kyrie. Everybody wanted Kyrie. Hey, I would want Kyrie too, definitely. But you trade him away, he goes to Golden State, where he's playing tremendous basketball still on that extremely young team. But it's just like if Golden State sends him away next year, maybe to a place where he doesn't want to go or where he won't have much success, I would personally hate to see that because I feel like that would derail somebody's career. You know, a guy who found a home, and then now he has to move, and then maybe could find another home, and if he has to move again, you know, that's kind of what happened to IT. IT found home in Boston, sent him off, and now he trying to rebuild with the Wizards right now. But D-Lo on there came off a good year in the running for most improved, you know, so I think he could do it again, maybe even win it. There are a lot of people who would be most improved. Brandon Ingram, Fred, Spicy P could even go again because he's improved some more. D-Lo could be there. Just a lot of guys for that one. So D-Lo's on my list. Trey Young. That man, Trey Young. Trey Young is a crazy talent. Again, athletes now are starting to take other paths in the big ones. He went to OU. I think he could have went to other schools other than OU, but he kind of went to, you know, I'm going to go to OU because who goes to OU who plays basketball? Blake Griffin. Who else? Right. So he went to OU and, you know, just like I said, to open up a new door to make a name for himself, which he did for sure. Went to OU, extremely successful freshman year. Came to the league. Like I said, Luka picked up steam at first. It was all Luka. Died down. Trey picked it up at the end, which, like I said, man, last year he's probably 20. It does take time. You know, you can't. They expect these 19, 20-year-olds to hop right in the NBA and be just like they were in college. Like, hey, these aren't grown men you're playing. These aren't guys who have experience under their belt. You got them. Go get me 40. And if you don't, you're a bust. Some people look at it. But Trey Young found his footing. Sad to say, man, all the comparisons to Steph, I love them. Even this one, he's really having a hard time with injuries, just like Steph did in his early days with the ankle problems. So once Trey can just remain healthy, stay healthy and remain healthy, man, then I think the sky's the limit for that kid. And Trey, if you catch this video, I hope, well, not I hope, but in 2020, man, I hope you just have great health. You know what I'm saying? That's my gift to you. So if you catch this, hope you have great health, man. Next, a guy nobody's talking about. I think if he comes back in time, winning Rookie of the Year just off his name, Zion. When I told people he's gonna win Rookie of the Year, still everybody's like, you crazy. But you gotta understand, we've never seen a player like Zion since LeBron James. So therefore, with a guy who had all this steam, all this momentum, come in, get hurt, he hasn't even played yet. And when he comes back, all he has to do is dunk a couple times, catch a oop, get a crazy block. All the things he was showing at Duke and in the summer league is all he has to do, and in preseason, I mean. And he will be right back in that running. I'm sorry, I don't really have too much to say about Zion because, like I said, he's hurt, haven't seen too much. And I'm not really a big guy of seeing what he did in high school and in college transform to the league, because the league is a different beast. Seen him in preseason, that's not enough for me to go off. But I wouldn't leave him off my top 10 players of the next decade at all. So Zion did crack the list. Shout out Z. Next, I got Joel, man. If you know me personally, you know I'm a big Joel Embiid fan, man. I love Joe. I think he's baby Shaq, best big man in the NBA. This year, load management is becoming a big thing. You hear him talk about it all the time. He's kind of in chill mode until the playoffs. And I think Philly will be in the finals, depending on who they play, which LA team. I think they're going to win. And I want to see my man Joe get one. Joel Embiid, just with the trash talk, the presence down low, everything he brings to the team, you love it. So Joel, he's 25. You definitely got to crack that. I'm sorry, man. I've been meaning to say the age of these guys. I think I have been. So I hope I have. Next, I got Jokic, the Joker, man, out from Denver. What can I say? A point guard in a 7-foot body. Can stretch the floor, can rebound, not fast at all, but he's kind of like Luke, can get to his spot, technically sound. So he doesn't need the speed, but he can get to his spot. He's like a technician. If he gets the ball at a certain spot, he can get you in a triple threat, go up, pass out of it. He's always going to make the right play. 24 years old. That Denver team over there is extremely young. And don't forget about them just yet. I know so much has happened in the West that Denver may be out of the equation now. But you never know, man. I've seen crazier things. And number 10, like I said, no order, but this is my 10th person. Karl-Anthony Towns, man. He might have got Rookie of the Year. I think he did. But Cat, just in a tough spot being in Minnesota. Every time you hear about Minnesota, it's not really good. It's the Jimmy Butler thing. It's problems with Wiggs, Andrew Wiggins. It's all kind of problems. Or it's good stuff, and it's about Karl-Anthony Towns. But he's surrounded by, a couple negative things, a couple losing seasons, not much success in Minnesota. But Karl-Anthony Towns, if he can find a way, or if Minnesota can find a way to just get to the playoffs, be the 6th seed, be the 7th seed, just get there, get Cat some of that experience, I think that would benefit greatly. Some guys on here who are not winning, I'm kind of a fan of, I want to see guys start taking control of their careers and win. I know loyalty is huge. It is. I completely agree. But if you're not winning, there's only so much you can do. So maybe a guy like Cat, Trey, he's new. But, a guy like Cat and Devin Booker, who have kind of been there for some years now, you don't really see too much going on with that team, with that franchise. Then maybe it's time to look elsewhere. Just maybe. That's just my opinion. That's something I would do, though. And try to win, man. That's the only way that you're going to be associated with the greats is by winning. Boom. Top 10 players of the next decade for the next 10 years. Those are the 10 guys I think who are going to shake the NBA up. I appreciate y'all for watching this, man. Let's kick off the new year right. You feel me? You feel me? Let's kick it off right, man. If you could, subscribe to the channel right here. It might be on this side. I gotta see. But subscribe to the channel right here. Watch my previous video right here. And just stay tuned with me and take this ride with me. Appreciate y'all.